He's a good name, isn't it? Do that.
Mr. Fozzie.
Mr. Fozzie.
Food.
Leo, the post again about Leo.
Oh, the one who looked up.
5-year-old.
Hello, Julian. How we doing? First on the stream. We're just talking about cats. So yes, we are 10 minutes from starting. We have one person on the stream. Let's go. I'm testing it from my daughter's new laptop. So if it goes wrong during the stream, I'll come back onto it on my iPad. But it seems to be working so far. It seems to be solid. 11 people waiting on the quiz already with 10 minutes to go. Share the link to anyone you know, and let's have a great final quiz of 2024. Hello, Paul. How are we doing? 60 questions tonight. That's right. So settle yourself down, grab a couple of beers, because you know we're in for the long haul tonight. 60 questions. I'm not going to tell you anything in terms of what rounds there'll be, but there's lots of. Oh wow, it's a bit juddery this stream. Lots of viewer request rounds, so they should be good, quite good fun. Yeah, very good, Adam. Just trying to stop your cat eating a laptop power cable. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if there was a cable here, ours would be eating it. Paul from Skinner, he's already on 9% strong ale tonight. Good luck. He'll be asleep at the end of the quiz. So, yeah, 7 on the stream now. The numbers are racking up with 10 minutes to go. There are some really weird rounds tonight. Some rounds which I haven't got a clue if the answers are right or not. I've let the internet tell me that. So let's hope the internet isn't lying.
It's better than the AI round.
It's definitely better than the AI round, which was terrible. I didn't let AI touch my rounds this time because it's not as clever as me. So yeah, just waiting for the people to join the streams. We've got 7 on the stream, got 11 on getting ready for the quiz.
You don't want to drink.
No, I don't want a Coke. No.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to get you one.
No, because they're not cold yet.
All right.
So yeah, I've got a few unusual beers for tonight, but they're just cooling down the fridge. I'll probably be having my stout first because they don't have to be too cold, and then we'll go on to some other ones. I haven't been drinking anything tonight, Paul. Just finished my lovely tea of chicken and potatoes, which unfortunately, due to the air fryer, kaput in over Christmas, took a bit longer than normal. Damn normal ovens. So yeah, 12 on the quiz, 8 on the stream. There's Charlotte. She's getting involved. Doing this kind of weird dance. Would you get with my stout, Charlotte? Should be pretty obvious which one it is. Thank you. Thanks. This is orange squash. So yeah, we've got some very interesting rounds. We've got a round to start with all about 2024. I think New Year traditions. That's right, because obviously New Year's Eve tomorrow. So you know. What are your plans? Going out, going around the clock tower, probably in Skeg, most of you, I should think. No, I'm not doing a squash review, Paul. Wainfleet Herdmans have arrived. So my first beer tonight is a Tiger Moth. It's only a month out of date, so what's the worst that can happen? Coffee, rum, and vanilla stout. I've heard stout lasts longer than normal beer.
This one's right.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's fine, actually. That'll do. I need to teach her about glassware. She ain't got a clue.
What did you want?
That's fine.
Got quite a bit of
It does feel like
manipulation.
Friday because we're doing a quiz, and because tomorrow is the biggest night of the year. All that forced fun of New Year's Eve, how exciting!
Yeah.
You know, charades at 10 and all that nonsense. But you know, enjoy it if you want. So yeah, nice stout to start the evening, and I've got a couple of unusual beers which are still getting cool in my fridge as we speak. It's dribbling everywhere. It's gone really fizzy. Have you got a place for that, Charlotte? Oh, she's not happy. So 10 on the stream, 15 geared up for the quiz already. We have got 7 minutes left before we kick off. As I say, I had so many requests, tons of them. I started about 5, and therefore it's a 60 question quiz tonight. 60. I'm sitting on this gaming chair again, which is
How
really
many
uncomfy.
were there last time?
50.
50. 10 more.
What's Sarah drinking tonight? Well, right now, Caroline, Absolutely bob all.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I'm sure that'll change when she gets irritated with me doing this.
I've got work tomorrow.
Do you want a
Ooh.
glass of wine then?
I haven't poured that very well, have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tiger Moth. So a little story about this beer. It's actually made by one of my relatives' sons. I think that's right. At their own brewery, and the IPA is excellent from there. So I've got high hopes for the Tiger Moth. If you're interested, this is my 31st Christmas jumper I'm wearing today. It's arrived today. You can see that it is a Norwich City jumper. Absolutely buzzing. So this is my weapon of choice for tomorrow's New Year's Eve party. So I'll be wearing this again.
Charlotte's gone for a red.
A red. So Sarah's on the red wine. Caroline just started. It took that long for her to get irritated by me.
Rose de Ray.
Inception.
Pose of the day.
No, it is Inception. Yeah.
Pose of the Ray.
So yeah, Sarah just showed me a picture of me appearing on someone's telly. I mean, that must be great having me in your room and not actually being in your room. So that's great. So people, so we've got a few newbies on tonight who aren't quite sure how to get onto the quiz. So you need to go onto myquiz.org. That's myquiz.org and type in the code 896781. That's 896781. And once you type that in, that should take you through and you should be able to join the quiz. My mum's joined. Wonderful. So yeah, 16. So we're already up to last time's numbers on the actual quiz. We've still got a good 5 minutes to go. Ignore this person here. That's not. And me on someone else's telly. Brilliant. Ignore that person there. That's not the code. It's 896781. That's 896781. Evening to Mark. How are we doing? I am sure top 5 is awaiting, but there are some tricky rounds tonight. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I think I've had that one before, and it tasted less fruity last time when it was in date, but not to worry. So yeah, so to those who don't know how to do it, it's myquiz.org, and then you type in 896781. Does it taste out of date? No. Good evening, Ash. How are you doing? Oh, I don't know what Charlotte's doing over there, but you're mine. Loves the glass. Yeah, it's a Beavertown glass that did not come from a pub. So
Your mum got it from a pub.
yeah, my mum got it from a pub, so blame her.
Charlotte's just struggling with the Joseph thing.
I've heard rumours that some of the questions will be very swift, all very good. Like, I mean, yeah, there is a Taylor Swift round, and I don't understand the questions, let alone the answers. But you know, good luck with that one. Wainfleet Herman's got in with a last-minute request, so that she's sprinkled throughout the 60 questions. So they'll enjoy that if no one else does. I can't see the Grimsby Herdmans, and I think they'd enjoy that round too. But yeah, anyway, we're definitely up to numbers that we had last time. 21 waiting, 16 on the stream. So not quite as many on the stream, but more on the quiz. That's a bit weird. So we've got 3 minutes left before we get going. What's that? No,
I posted it for you.
Oh, Sarah's posted it on here. It's a bit slow, the chat on this laptop. But to anyone who is on the chat live, you should be able to see the quiz link. If you're still struggling, please let me know. And sorry, I'm just getting my phone out of the pocket to check out any messages from people who have not played before. Oh, dear Lord. My friend just told me he's going to the gym instead of joining the quiz. What a loser.
Charlotte wants to name and shame.
Last minute wait. No need for a last minute wait, Julian. I because I came a bit late onto here. I did a week just before I started, and I haven't started on the beer. It's my first beer, so should be good for an hour. What have we got here? So this is Sarah's drink.
I was
Bit of
just asking
Ribena.
her to hold it.
Parent says links don't show in chat anymore. True professional, says Julian. Yes, I am. I am a true professional of my craft. 2 minutes to go, and we will get going. Apparently, Paul drank some invisible ink by accident over Christmas. He's still at the hospital waiting to be seen. Oh, there we go. Sarah's put the number on for anyone who tried the other number, which was incorrect. So yeah, 21 on the quiz now. We're going to give you one more minute, and then we are going to start what is sure to be a lengthy quiz. Oh, hello, Vic. You've joined. Right. Do you know the number? Because you're often one who asks for it. So I'm going to give you a minute. So yeah, this is probably my favourite Christmas jumper. I'm not stood up, so I can't show it in all its glory, and it takes a good 5 minutes for me to get up from this beanbag. So you'll have to wait to see me to see this jumper. Oh, or you could just do that. Well done, Sarah. So there it is. Hey, look at that. Well, it's not very. Let's stop that. Ooh. There's a few pigs in blankets happen there. Right, so it is very Christmassy, Paul. It's got snowflakes on it.
But
So and it's like this little bit of a turtleneck going on.
it isn't actually very Christmassy, is it?
An invisible man married an invisible woman, says Mark. Their kids were nothing to look at. We got 21 on the stream. Everyone's just joined at the last minute. Obviously, they didn't want my 10 minutes of absolute,
Nonsense.
before we start. So they've decided to join now. I'm going to give everyone 30 seconds, and then we are starting with the very first question, which has been requested by Mr. David Herdman.
I will always
remain fond of small orangey yellow citrus fruits, come what may. I get it. Right, so we got 23 on the quiz, we got 22 on the stream, so those numbers line up. I like that parity. That's good. Good luck, everyone. That's nice, Julian. I mean, you will need it for some of this quiz, as I say. Ridiculous. But we'll see how it goes. It's the last quiz of 2024, isn't it? So.
Isn't that the New Year's?
Right, and with that, we are going to get going. Charlotte?
Yeah.
I would say, can you look after my beard, but I'm going to just have to hold it, aren't I? No, I'm not putting it on the floor. So here we go. Just starting it right now. If my thing would, yes, I'm sure I want to start the game. Here we go. 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the first question of which racing driver is this? Is that Jack Villeneuve? Is that Damon Hill? Is that David Coulthard? Or is it Johnny Herbert?
Oh, I thought it would be a picture.
Just look at the helmet. It's an easy one, this. The easy one just to get going. Everyone should know this. We have more on the quiz than last time. Excellent. Over 20. The numbers are racking in. Tommy Tank has arrived. And of course it is, as 60% of you know, it was Damon Hill in his Rothmans Williams from, I think, 1995, the year before he won. It might be 96 car. Please let me know, David Herdman, in the comments. Anyone else will just be annoyed by my nonsense. Right. So the first round is all about New Year traditions. Okay. So, if you've been revising for the quiz, this is where you need to be using that revision. In what year did the ball in Times Square drop for the very first time? Is it 1907? In 1897? Is it 1927? Or is it 1937? So the ball in Times Square, very famous ball that drops every New Year. When was the first year it dropped? And it is 1907, as 30% of you knew. Well done for that. So yeah, celebrated its 100th year anniversary in 2007. Quick math. And the next question, very cleverly, is connected to this one. I'm really going out my way this time to annoy people. Anyway, so here, question 3 coming up. Again, all about the ball in Times Square. In what 2 years did things not quite go to plan and the ball didn't drop? Is it 1917, 1942, 1915, or 1943? So 2 years. So you need to give me 2 answers here. This is a big scoring question, okay? And the answer is
B and D.
It's 1942 and 1943, and that was due to the World War II light restrictions. Some big scores going on there. So 28.9% if you said 42, and 28.9% if you said 43. Obviously, the same people who put the other question. Just used my new inflatable cash machine, said Paul. Everything was fine until he entered the pin. So I'm going to, because I've given a bit more time between questions this time, because it's a bit hurried last time, I will give you a top 10 after every 5 questions. Or maybe Charlotte will, because she loves doing that. In what country is it tradition to jump off a chair at midnight on New Year's Eve to avoid bad luck in the new year? Is it Lithuania, Sweden, Denmark, or Finland? So in what country would you jump off a chair at midnight to avoid bad luck in the new year?
I
And
went
Paul,
to Clark's
he's
shoes.
been far too busy this week. He went to the Clark's shoe shop reunion party. Loads of old cobblers, he said. 30% of you knew that was Denmark. And of course it was. I might try that in the pub tomorrow night. Just jump off a chair. Because that'd be a good idea. What do you reckon? Yeah.
Failed terribly.
Well, I don't know what I mean by that. So in Denmark, jump off a chair at midnight and you will avoid all bad luck. Okay, question 5 coming towards you, all about New Year's Eve traditions. In Spain, what fruit do people eat 12 of when midnight strikes? Do they eat 12?
It's not 12, it's 10.
No,
They
it's
eat
12.
No, they eat 10
No,
of.
it's 12.
Because, no, I told you this. It's 10.
Oh, whatever.
It's 10, guys.
Cherry tomatoes, olives, pomegranate seeds, or grapes, whatever. Doesn't matter. They just eat lots of this fruit when the midnight strikes. It would make a lot more sense if it was 12. It'd be one every strike.
No, it's 1 for every 10 seconds of the new year. No, it's 10.
The answer is
Oh,
grapes, as
no.
26.3% of you
What,
knew.
10 or 12?
Pomegranate seeds, they would have made sense as well, but they're not actually, that's not the whole fruit, is it? Olives are actually a fruit. I had to look that up, as I didn't know that. And cherry tomatoes, 10 point, that'd be horrible, wouldn't it? All those seeds going everywhere at midnight. No, thank you. But if anyone wants to check that question, it's 12. Yeah, there we go. Look.
Sorry.
Oh, we're lucky. Arguments yard. In Italy, what colour underwear? Oh, saucy.
Hey,
Do people wear on New Year's Eve in Italy to bring them good luck and love? Is it green, red, blue, or purple? And after this, I will give you your top 10. But in Italy, what underwear would you wear on New Year's Eve? What colour?
I think
It is red, as 45% of you said. So here's your top 10 coming up, and some new names on the leaderboard, which is always good to see. In 10 is Deeming, in 9th is Fruit Steak, 8th is the Wainfleet Hermans with a Z, 7th is Graham and Nell, 6th is Deb, 5th is Graham's Good Twin, 4th is the Marlers, 3rd is Vicky, 2nd are the Brutons, and 1st is Tommy Tang, absolutely smashing New Year's Eve traditions. So Perrin just Googled it after the answer, obviously. On December the 31st, 1935, Charles S. Darrow gained the patent for which awful board game? Is it Monopoly, Pictionary, Trivial Pursuit, or Scrabble? Yeah, a board game which I've never finished or got to the end of. Absolutely.
Really?
I wish he had never invented this board game. It's complete.
You've
and
never
also
got
got-
to get the end
Only
of that.
that millionaire version, which lasts 60 minutes. 60% of you knew that was Monopoly, one of the worst board games ever made. I got a train board game for Christmas, Paul, which is actually really decent.
It's
So that's a
absolutely
lie.
awful.
No, it isn't.
That's
That's
pretty
not very
good,
kind.
actually.
The person who gave us that is on this chat.
Sorry.
It's a pretty good game, actually.
I really like it, but
Yeah.
ignore Charlotte.
Ungrateful.
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 Santa will be
Sorry.
visiting next year.
Shame.
Which 1989 classic rom-com has the two main characters finally coming together on New Year's Eve? Is it You've Got Mail? Is it Sleepless in Seattle? Is it When Harry Met Sally? Or is it Notting Hill? I'm usually good at board games, but the one with dials and counters is my downfall.
I don't understand that.
So I prefer Game
That's
of Life.
pretty terrible, actually.
When Harry Met Sally, as 45% of you knew, I'll give you a quick rundown of your top 10, a couple of answers. I also want this new Scream game, which no one else wants to play. So you need 6 players to play it. So if you're up for that, give us a bell.
It's from B&M. If
Anyway,
anybody's interested.
Yeah, B&M. And there's only one copy left on that, so it must be decent, wasn't it?
But that was like,
Who is credited with writing the words to Old Lang Syne? Is it William Wordsworth, John Keats, Alfred Lord Tennyson, or Robert Burns? So which of those famous poets, this is quite wild, wrote the words to Auld Lang Syne? And a great song that no one really knows the words to when you sing it. You just mumble along, don't you? At least I do. It is Robert Burns. 65% of you knew, not Alfred Lord Tennyson of Somersby. It was Robert Burns of Scotland. 65% of you knew.
It's not called Burns Night for nothing.
So there you go. Maybe that is why it's called Burns Night. I don't know. Do you know, I just saw the advert actually for haggis at Weatherspoons coming in January. So absolutely buzzing for that. Absolutely buzzing. Okay, so question 10 coming up, and then I'll give you a quick rundown of the leaderboard. Much more relaxed quiz tonight. I'm glad I put these extended timings on. What does Auld Lang Syne literally translate to? Is it good tidings for all? Is it here's to the new year? Is it old long since? Well, that'll make sense. That's just 3 words put together. And what was is lost. Is it that? What was is lost. Is it good tidings for all? Here's to the new year. Old long since. Or what was is lost. It's old long since. Yeah, it is. What does that mean? That's ridiculous. I preferred what I came up with. What was is lost. I came up with that. So 10th is Fruit Snake, 9th is Deb, 8th the Team Thrasher, 7th is Deeming, 6th is Perrin, 5th is Graham and Nell, 4th are the Brutons, 3 is Graham's good twin, 2nd is Tommy Tang, and 1st are the Marlers. Where have the Spilsby Herman's gone? Sorry. Disappeared from top 10, dropping off. Where's my mum? I thought she'd be in the top 10. In the Friends episode called The One with the Routine, which 2 characters tried to get on camera doing New Year's Rocking Eve? Is it Joey, Ross, Monica, Chandler? So again, we need 2 answers here. So 2 answers. So this should be a big scorer right now. I can see the answers flying in from over 20 of you joining on the quiz tonight. So thank you very much for joining me on this lovely festive day. It's Ross and Monica as 42.5% if you knew exactly that. I can see nearly everyone got that right.
Chandler didn't go.
Well, obviously this person put Chandler might not have been a fan of Friends.
Sorry.
There's people who haven't
She's
watched
outrageous tonight. I do apologise for her behaviour. So we've got, I think the next round's coming up. I think. I can't really remember because it's 60 questions and it all rolls into one. So next question coming up. Which racing driver is this? Is that Jenson Button? Is it Rubens Barrichello? Is it Jean Alesi? Or is it my favourite driver just behind Damon Hill, Gerhard Berger? Loved him. I loved him a lot. But which racing driver is this? And let's see if you knew. And 35% if you knew it was Jenson Button in the Brawn from 2009, which dominated the championship and won him his only title. No one put Jean Alesi. One person, a couple of people put Gerhard Berger, fair play. But yeah, Jenson Button is 35% if you knew. So well done to the ones who got that right. There is a couple more of the which racing driver is these questions, and I know you're loving them. Blame the Herbans if you want anyone to blame. Next question coming up. So it's the Harry Potter round. This was requested by Jack Bartley, who I believe may have the moniker Graham's good twin. I'm not sure. But where did Harry Potter spend Christmas Day in the Philosopher's Stone? Is it in Hogwarts? Did he spend it at the Burrow? Did he spend it in Privet Drive? Or did he spend it in the Ministry of Magic? Is Hogwarts, as 75% of you knew. Yes, decided to stay there rather than go home to his
lovely
family, his evil uncle. Paul has no idea about Harry Potter, but loves haggis even when it's from spoons. Yeah, so do I. A bit of neeps and tatties, can't wait. Neeps and tatties from the neeps and tatties. That's just mash and sweet. And that lovely gravy you get with it as well. Sauce, whiskey sauce. What magical object did Harry discover during his first Christmas at Hogwarts? Is it invisibility cloak? Is it the Pensieve? Is it the mirror of Erised? Or is it a howler? Something's happened. I can't see it. Apparently, my mum is near the top 10, but I don't believe it. It is the mirror of Erised because he got given the invisibility cloak, didn't discover it, not given it as a gift. He discovered the mirror at Christmas time where you saw what you really desired. So if I stood in front of it, I'd just see me in this jumper. How much does it cost Harry Potter and his friends to watch their favourite sport? Quidditch, says Paul. So yeah, it was the Mirror of Derry said. Caroline said it's definitely a no on Harry Potter. Look, again, these were all requests rounds from viewers. What is Hagrid's first name? Is it Rubius, Reuben, Rowan, or Ronald? Harry Potter movies should be rated R for the amount of cursing, says Paul. Now, I'm pretty sure it is Jack who's Graham's good twin because suddenly he's surged to the top of the leaderboard. And it's Rubius as 75% if you knew. So here we go with our top 10. In 10th is Fruit Snake. 9th is Perrin. 8th is the Wainfleet Hermans have arrived again. 7th is Deb. 6th is Vicky. 5th are the Brutons. Team Thrasher in 4th. 3rd are the Marlers. 2nd is Tommy Tank. And Graham's good twin has found his way into 1st. I was asked to pass on the Harry Potter suggestion, said Jack. Very weird, Jack, that you've suddenly surged into 1st. You are responsible for this. Which subject did Professor McGonagall teach? Is it charms, transfiguration, potions, or defense against the dark arts? So which subject did the Professor McGonagall teach? Is it charms, transfiguration, potions, or defense against the dark arts? Do you know this one, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Do you know this one? Yeah.
No, of course I do.
Okay, do you want to tell them the answer?
It's transfiguration.
As 40% of you knew it was transfiguration. It's an incredibly tight leaderboard. We've got around 27 points separating the top 10. It is still anyone's game, this one. Question 17 coming up. We do have the Taylor Swift round incoming. So good luck for that one. And if I've got any of the answers wrong, I do apologise because I really don't know.
He did check about 10 times.
Which Hogwarts founder did the Cup Horcrux belong to? Is it Rowena Ravenclaw, Salazar Slytherin, Godric Gryffindor, or Helga Hufflepuff? Now, she got given the cup, and it was a descendant that gave her the cup. So
this person created the cup, and then Bellatrix stole the cup.
Okay. But it was Helga Hufflepuff, as 15% of you knew. And I've just seen Hoof-Hearted is joined the quiz. Now, Hoof-Hearted is, I believe, my good friend Roy, who always uses that moniker when we take part in a quiz. The more you hear Hoof-Hearted, the funnier it is. Next question coming up. Question 18. I'm very close to giving you a quick rundown of the top 10. And here we go. It's the Oasis round that no one asked for apart from me. I couldn't actually get any pictures of Oasis. That is just an Oasis. Before Noel Gallagher, which I've spelt wrong, joined as the 5th member and they adopted the name Oasis, the band went by the moniker The Storm, The Lightning, The Rain, or The Sunshine. Paul says he's got a feeling he's not as popular as he used to be because he's been put in goal for my local darts team. So they were called The Rain, as 30% of you knew. So no one asked for this round. I just stuck it in there. Not a massive fan of this. We got through it, haven't we? So next question coming up. We're nearly a third of the way through, and I'm very close to giving you your top 10. The name Oasis was actually inspired by a bottled soft drink. Oh, I love an Oasis. It's nice, isn't it? A leisure centre in Swindon, a packet of sweets, or a high street clothing chain. Do you remember Oasis, the high street clothing chain? Yeah. Did they walk past and go, oh, I like the clothes in there. Why don't we name our band after them?
Look at the joke Paul's just done.
Yes, I've heard that one many, many times. It's a leisure centre in Swindon. I love that 30% of you, so the overwhelming majority of you, thought they were named after this sweet, sugary soft drink that is Oasis. I mean, I wish. Well, they could be sponsored by them, couldn't they? I think it's like Britvic who make that now. It is genuinely horrible, Oasis, but you drank it when you were a kid because it felt a little bit more healthy than a can of Coke. It probably isn't. Man goes to a burger stand and asks for an Oasis burger. The vendor asks what an Oasis burger is, and he says, you get a roll with it. What venue saw Oasis play their first gig? Is it the Co-op Leisure Centre? Is it the Bridgewater Hall? Is it the Ritz? Or is it the Boardwalk Club? Paul says he's not one to brag, but he's got enough money now to last him to the end of the year. Guys on fire tonight. And it actually helps I can read them tonight. The Boardwalk Club is 60%. I'm not reading anymore. I can't. It's the Boardwalk Club is 60% if you knew. But good news for anyone interested. Paul's got a few GCSE maths books for sale. £2 each or 3 for £15. So the Boardwalk Club is 60% if you said. Yeah, some people are doing very well on this Oasis round. I thought it was well obscure, but well done to all of you. And I should have done your top 10, but I'm too busy prattling on. Aren't I? What was the name of the very first Oasis single in the UK? Is it Supersonic, Shaker Maker, Rock and Roll Star, or Live Forever? The Bruins have disappeared completely out of the top 10. I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, did not like the Harry Potter or Oasis rounds. I haven't put a wrestling round in on, because I got shouted at about that. So,
he replaced it with the racing car.
Supersonic as half of you knew. So here's your top 10. Top in 10th is Noddy. And I think that might be my mum. 9th is Deb. 8th is JC. 7th is Perrin. 6th is the Wainfleet Herman. Suddenly surged up again. The Marlers find themselves in 5th. Vicky is 4th. Team Thrasher in 3rd. Graham's Good Twin is pushed down to 2nd and absolutely flying today. Tommy Tank is back up to 1st. Oh, Tommy. That's Tom Ward. I can't believe it's only 9 weeks to Pancake Day. Can't believe how quick it's crept up on me. Which Oasis B-side, here's an easy one, became the theme tune to a legendary British comedy? Is it Acquiesce, Half the World Away, The Master Plan, or Rockin' Chair? The glasses of wine are getting larger as I do more of this, just so you know. Hoof-hearted there, answering. Fastest finger first for hoof-hearted. And it is Half the World Away as 75% if you knew.
Which one did it go to?
Paul's just eating his Christmas dinner, not putting it in the slow cooker again. That's the best one so far. Well done. It's simple. I like it, just simple.
What the TV show was.
Half the World Away, of course, from the excellent Royal Family, which I haven't made my wife watch this year. And it's a shame, isn't it?
It's a shame. Yeah, we should watch it now. Actually,
yeah, probably. And I've not even started watching World's Strongest Man yet. Who is this racing driver? Is it Valtteri Bottas, George Russell, Nico Rosberg, or Lewis Hamilton? The good thing about not watching World's Strongest Man for like 4 days is I get to watch loads at once. Is that Valtteri Bottas, George Russell, Nico Rosberg, or Lewis Hamilton?
It's like when you don't open your...
They've all driven a Mercedes, but 80% of you knew that is Car 44, driven by the GOAT, Lewis Hamilton. 20% of you, George Russell. Good guess, because he was his teammate this year, but not quite right. And there's only one more racing driver pitching now, and it doesn't come till right to the end. So if it's neck and neck, see what I've done there, then, that could decide it. So, start revising now, I would.
Cheek or cheating?
Okay, it's the Disney round. This is for the Herdmans. What relation is Scar to Simba? Father, brother, nephew, or uncle? Is it father, brother, nephew, or uncle? And it's not just a Disney round. It's a Disney villains round. That's Norman.
It's 10 minutes. Who's it, Norman?
It is uncle as 95% of you knew. Of course you knew that. One person thought it was a brother. That's cool. Because you obviously thought it was Mufasa, not Simba. That's a mistake that can be made. So now let me get me another drink.
Of course. Can't get off this side.
Let me wash that out a little bit. I don't really like that stout. Okay. What is the name of Jafar's parrot? Is it Shylock,
Oh.
Iago, Marvolio, or is it Dave? It's Dave. I'm giving it away. It's Dave. The answer is Dave.
I think it might be C. I don't know.
Malvolio.
I don't know.
It's not Malvolio.
I don't know.
I can say that because this stream's about 5 seconds behind. It is Iago and shout out. And you know what? 5 bonus points for the person who put Dave, because you've got on a pedestal. You thought, sod it. I'm going to put the comedy answer because I don't know, so I'm going to put Dave. Good. Congratulations.
Can I ask if Team Thrasher are up to date yet with Virgin River?
Oh, question for.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
The telly's just come on. The telly's just come on, and we don't know how.
It's
That-
the-
Nobody's sat near the controller.
No
at
one was sat
all.
at the controller. Oh, we could have this on
Haunted house.
when they put things on TikTok, like the most haunted thing you've ever seen. That was it. You just saw it. What does the evil queen give to Snow White to poison her? Here's an easy one: a pear, a flower, a necklace, or an apple. Poltergeist. I know, right?
Now you've
So
got Tom Long, Amber Ale.
can you pour it over there so I don't make a mess, please?
Okay.
So Julian, the question from Sarah is: are you up to date with Virgin River? And if not, why not? Wow,
Would have been
this
away,
series
so-
is absolutely
The
incredible.
cliffhanger.
Apparently, that was my mum who put Dave. Well done, Mum. I don't know if you're actually going for the bonus points. I just don't think you knew. So an apple has 100% if you knew. I wasn't even looking at the answer there, but everyone knows it was an apple. Incredibly tight leaderboard. I'm absolutely loving this. What is Cinderella's stepmother called? I ain't got a clue when I saw this question. Is it Lady Tremaine? Is it Lady Adur? Is it Lady Issa? Or is it Lady Boreas? So we're nearly halfway through the quiz, so I'm going to give you a really in-depth top 10 after the next 3 questions. Hello, what's going on?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. We all scream. Thank you.
Ice cream.
Oh, you got it all. Well done.
Mm.
So this
That's
is what I'm
nice.
drinking now. It is Lady Tremaine. I'm glad 60% of you knew this. I'm having a Tom Long Amber Ale. It's courtesy of Paul. Thank you very much. Smooth orange with a bit of spice in it. From the Stroud Brewery. Full body with caramel flavour from crystal malts and a hint of spice and orange. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that one. Watched the last Virgin River this afternoon. Oh no, how many cliffhangers can you fit into one episode? It was ridiculous. What does Maleficent describe herself as? Very modest person, Maleficent. Is it witch of all evil, goddess of all evil, master of all evil, or mistress of all evil? Yeah, very. Another person has joined the stream halfway through. That's cool. Come on, join in. We're going viral. Paul says he's got that one in the fridge.
You've got
It's
21
mistress of
people.
all evil. Jack Bartley had to quickly grab a beer from the fridge. It's a very well. I like Camden Stout. I don't know if you've seen, Jack, the new glasses, the new Camden Stout glasses. Excellent with eyes on them. They're amazing. I had one recently, a lovely stout, but that was unpumped, so I don't know what it's like in a can. I need a haircut. Mistress of all evil, 65%. If you knew that, I will give you a quick rundown of your top 10. Sit down. How many eggs does Gaston eat every day? And remember, I've put here quite important to remember this as an adult. Is it 4 dozen, 5 dozen, 3 dozen, or a dozen? How many eggs does Gaston eat every day? Think of the song. When I was a child, I ate every morning to help me get large. And it is 5 dozen, as 25% of you knew. Yeah, 4 dozen is when he was a child. 5 dozen, because he's roughly the size of a barge. That's what the song goes. Yeah. Oh, Charlotte's gone. There you go. She's not even bothered about the quiz anymore.
Which is
Maybe. I'm going to taste it in a minute, Paul, so I'll let you know what it's like. Question number 30. We are halfway there. And here we go. The round that makes no sense, but was a request. Can you guess the Taylor Swift music video from this single frame? Is it Getaway Car, You Need to Calm Down, Change, or Me? I've no idea how any of these songs go. So I'm not going to sing them because I get done for copyright.
I think it's Bad Blood.
Apparently it is Me, as 35% of you said. Well done. 35% of you are right. So here's your top 10. The Brutons have entered the top 10 again. Nick and Ash for Glory are in 9th. 8th is Deb. 7th is Vicky. 6th is JC. 5th is the Marlers. 4th Team Thrash. The Wainfleet Hermans are in 3rd. Tommy Tank is 2nd. Brand new leader, Graham's Good Twin, makes it to number 1. Taylor Who, says Paul from Screen as well. Quite. Can you guess the Taylor Swift music video from this single frame? Again, no idea. Is it our song, Mean, Speak Now, or Teardrops of My Guitar? And you know the worst thing about this round, I had to watch all these videos to know I was right. Because
You
I was
poor man.
yeah. Oh, I just waited for the frame and turned it off. It is our song. Everyone knows these. This is weird. 45% of you knew that was our song. Never heard of it. Scarred for Life, says Julian Thrasher. Well, you're the one getting them all right. Apparently, Jonah Louie interrupted Paul's Sunday dinner, shouting, "Can you stop the Carvery?" Dear, I really need to stop reading these out. Right, next question. There's only 3 more of these, I promise. And I do hope the person who requested this round is getting them all right. I've not been watching their score to know. Can you guess the Taylor Swift music video from this single frame? Blank space, Look What You Made Me Do, New Romantics, or Endgame? Who knew she had so many songs? I'm sure she doesn't write them herself.
Oh,
Okay.
going the funds at it now.
I know. Look What You Made Me Do. So again, the majority of you know the answer.
That's the one song you'd heard of.
I've heard of that one, yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Spicy orange notes. That's quite lovely, that is. Oh, wow. Okay, question 33. That's really good. For a 3.9%. What a session beer that would be. Can you guess a Taylor Swift music video from the single frame? I'll let you know a bit of secret. I know this one, and I don't mind this one as much. So if that helps anyone, is it We Are Never Getting Back Together, Red, You Belong to Me, or Shake It Off? So there you go. So one more question in this amazing round. It is We Are Never Getting Back Together. And the person who requested this round has got everyone right so far from what I can work out on the leaderboard. Graham's Good Twin also. Big fan of Taylor Swift. Graham's Good Twin. Okay, question 34 coming up. Paul's thinking about having Bucks Fizz over for Christmas. He's still making his mind up. I hope you're tittering as much as Sarah is next to me, or maybe that's the glass of red wine. And this is the last question, the Taylor Swift round. Can you name it from this song from a single frame? Is it Cornelia Street, New Romantics, Lover, or Delicate? So yeah, there you go. That was the Taylor Swift round. Let me know what you thought. I thought I'd change it up by not just having facts about her. So hopefully that made it a bit more enjoyable. But there you go. It was Delicate, as 21% of you said. So quick top 10. In 10th is Noddy. In 9th is JC. 8th is Deb. 7th is Vicky. 6th Team Thrasher. 5th the Brutons. 4th the Wainfleet Hermans, slowly climbing the leaderboard. The Marlers in 3rd. 2nd is Graham's Good Twin. And retaking the lead, Tommy Tank. Now, if I remember rightly, the next round is James Bond. Yeah, whoa, James Bond. In which Bond film does James Bond get kidnapped by North Korean soldiers and lives in captivity for 14 months? Yeah, bringing some of the classics back. We had a James Bond round. Everyone moans, but I don't care because I blooming love James Bond. But in which James Bond film does he get kidnapped by North Korean soldiers and lives in captivity for 14 months? It is, of course, the excellently well done Die Another Day, a film with no plot holes. Julian Thrasher says, now we're talking. Yeah, James Bond. Die Another Day, 65% of you knew. What? I mean, just one of the worst films, but it's still James Bond, isn't it? Classic beard action going on now. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan's beard in that one is on point. Absolutely on point. One of my favourite James Bonds, actually, probably just behind Timothy Dalton. Where is Skyfall Lodge situated? Is it in Scotland, Ireland, Wales, or England? Now, so I could have made this really hard. I could have said the actual area in this area where it is. But so I thought I'd just choose the countries, make it a bit easier. But where is the Skyfall Lodge situated? It's Scotland, Ireland, Wales, or England. Skyfall, what a film that is. Not sure about the theme tune, but apart from that, absolutely banging. Die Another Day is the worst theme tune. It'd be very hard to beat that. Scotland, 100% of you knew that, of course, because you've all seen the brilliant Skyfall because it's James Bond. Okay, so next question coming up in the James Bond round. Let's see, everyone's loving this. Tommy Tank. I'm really impressed with this performance, Tom. Absolutely smashing it.
Who knew he was a Swiftie?
As of 2023, how many James Bond films have there been? I'll tell you how many. Not enough. But is it 30, 20, 25, or 27? Now, think about it. Die Another Day was the 20th James Bond film. That's your little clue. That's your little clue if you're watching the stream, which is about 10 seconds behind. So you'll hear that after the rounds has actually been announced. Hello, you back?
Yes, of course I'm back.
Yes, of course she's back. It's 27 as 50% of you said no. Yes, 25th. The 25th was Skyfall. Then we had, of course, Spectre, then No Time to Die, a film I can't watch because I don't believe the ending actually happened. And so I refuse to watch it anymore. I would literally cry. How long did I cry in Kinema after
Oh,
that?
Kevin.
About 15 minutes of full-on shoulder-thrusting crying after that film. Yeah, it's 27, as half of you knew. Which Bond film, it should say watch Bond film, not films, so don't click to. Which Bond film came out first? Is it GoldenEye, Spectre, For Your Eyes Only, or is it The Man with the Golden Gun? Yeah, Jack, 27, and I hope you've seen them at least 3 times each. Is it so? Which Bond film came out first? It is The Man with the Golden Gun. Yes, both Roger Moore films, For Your Eyes Only and The Man with the Golden Gun. The Man with the Golden Gun, I think, was the film before it. That's a pretty awful one, actually. Despite having an excellent villain, a pretty awful film. For Your Eyes Only is absolutely brilliant. One of the best Roger Moore ones. I actually got that on VHS when it first came out. So,
Of course you did.
oh yeah. And okay, so we've got a 2-answer one now on a James Bond round. Which of the following Bond films did not star Roger Moore? Moonraker, The Spy Who Loved Me, Never Say Never Again, or Thunderball? Yeah, Roger Moore, probably my third favourite, actually.
Who's your favourite?
Timothy Dalton.
What about your second favourite?
Pierce Brosnan, second.
How many were there?
Then Roger Moore. It is, as most of you knew, Thunderball and Never Say Never Again. I included those two because I wanted to tell you a boring fact. So Thunderball came out, and then it was almost remade when it was the unofficial James Bond film Never Say Never Again was made, and they both starred Sean Connery. Paul got told to invest in bonds, so he purchased 100 copies of The Spy Who Loved Me on VHS. So there we go. And here is, because I thought everyone loves the James Bond film. I was going to do 5 questions on it, but I love this question. Because Sarah did help me a lot to write this. Saturday was quite an in-depth 3 hours writing a quiz. But who plays the villainous agent 006 in GoldenEye? Is it Robert Carlyle, Goldie, Sean Bean, or Robbie Coltrane?
Agent 006.
It's, of course, the man who dies in every film he's in, Sean Bean. Okay.
Anne, but I don't know if she's there.
No, she is.
Oh,
I've seen
she's-
Lynn. I've seen Lynn, so therefore I've seen Anne. 10th is JC, 9th is Noddy, 8th is Deb, 7th is Nick and Ash for Glory, 6th are the Brutons, 5th are the Marlers, 4th the Wainfleet Hermans, 3rd Gene Thrasher, and incredibly tight at the top between Graham's good twin and Tommy Tank. Jack Bartley said this is his personal hell with all these rounds. I'm pretty sure you're Graham's good twin. Here we go.
We need Graham's even.
Look at this round. Can you name this historic landmark from the air? Is it Uluru? Is it Table Mountain? Is it Kilimanjaro? Or is it Cock Hill in Borough? Is it Uluru, Table Mountain, Kilimanjaro, or is it Cock Hill in Borough?
Oh, she's there.
See, I told you Anne was there.
Oh, I thought it was Table
It is Uluru, as 55% of you said, and that is actually Ayers Rock, is what they call it now. But that's the original.
No, that's what they call it now.
That's what they call it now. That used to be called Ayers Rock.
Yes.
Correct.
It's gone back to its original name.
Aboriginal name. Thank you, Sarah. So that is Uluru from the air. We've got 4 more of these. So if you're not enjoying this
I
round,
think it sounds bad.
Oh, well.
doesn't it?
Anne was a little bit late joining. Well, you're not going to win then, are you, Anne? Can you name this historic landmark from the air? I put the arrow on there so you know what I'm talking about. Is it the White House? Is it the Arc de Triomphe? Is it Buckingham Palace? Or is it Tinker's Green in Borough? Is that Tinker's Green? I reckon that's Tinker's Green.
Yeah, you can see the seesaw.
That's the swing. That's the seesaw. That's my mum being annoying. It is Buckingham Palace, as everyone got. Well, I'm shocked no one put Tinker's Green for the dance. Some of you must be right at the bottom. You could have put Tinker's Green for the banner. But never mind. Next question coming up in the historic landmark round, and I will give you a quick top 10 after the end of this because it's getting really tight at the top. Anne says she wouldn't win with a 50 points head start. So don't put yourself down like that, Anne. So can you name this historic landmark from there? I hope you can, because then you'll get it right. Is it the St. Peter's Basilica? Is it the Capitol building in Washington? Is it St. Paul's Cathedral? Or is it the White Hart in Borough? Is it? Is that the White Hart? Because if it was, my mum's house would be just next to it. So I can't quite see it on that picture, but maybe not zoomed in enough. So you tell me, it is the Capitol building at 63.2% if you knew.
Building?
That is, I believe, where the Senate meet in America. I might be wrong there.
Correcto.
And it was also in the excellent Batman vs Superman film, and it blew up because of Lex Luthor. So you should know that, really.
Sorry. We've seen it about 20 times. I think I do know about that.
Oh, I've had 2 pints. I can't say that joke.
Is it?
And can you name this historic landmark from the air? Is it the Clock Tower in Skegness? Is it the Burj Khalifa? Is it the CN Tower? Or is it the Tokyo Sky Tree? Jack Bartley says, I am the Senate. Well, I'll give you a Star Wars round next time, Jack.
Do you want me to?
It is the Tokyo Sky Tree. Yes. 35% of you said the Tokyo Sky Tree, but big up to the person who put the Clock Tower in Skegness. You win 5 bonus points. Well, just really proud of whoever did that. Went shopping in B&Q today and bought a telescopic ladder. Can't see a thing with it. So I think there's one more historic landmark question, and then I will give you your top 10 because I've literally, it's so exciting at the top. Can you name this historic landmark? Is it Mount Fuji? Is it Yellowstone National Park? Is it Mount Etna? Or is it the Fairy Dell in Skegness? So is it Mount Fuji, Yellowstone National Park? Is it Mount Etna? Or is it the Fairy Dell in Skegness?
Do you want me to tell Paul's joke?
I've just told it.
No, the other one, the one that you can
No.
read.
And it's Mount Fuji, and big up to the one person who put the Fairy Dell. 10th are the Brutons, 9th is Vicky, 8th is JC, 7th is Deb, 6th is Nick and Ash for Glory, 5th are the Marlers, 4th is Wainfleet Hermans with a Z, 3rd is Team Thrasher. Tommy Tank has lost his crown to Graham's good twin, who is 5 points ahead. But I will say, first to 6th, just over 30 points. That is easily gettable in the next 15 questions. Okay, you know what round it is? The one that everyone requested. It's the beer round. This is for you, Jack. Which of these is not a type of hop? Is it the Millennium hop, the Tomahawk hop, the Victory hop, or the Pilgrim hop? Which of these is not a hop? Jack, you best get all of these right.
Oh.
It is the Victory hop, as one person get, and that was Graham's good twin. So I think I know who Graham's good twin definitely is now.
No, it was 5%.
That's one person.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 20 people doing it. Come on, Matt. Thank
Sorry.
you. Leaves collected by my neighbour a couple of months ago have now made their way into my garden. Isn't that a bit mush? Thank you for that. Oh, great. Okay, next question. No theme park round today, Perrin. That was last week. Non-alcoholic beer generally contains as much alcohol as which piece of fruit? So you see, I put questions like this in because no one really knows that. So it's not, you don't have to love beer to know the answer. Is it an orange, an apple, a banana, or a pear?
Nobody loves a non-alcoholic beer.
No one loves a non-alcoholic beer. The answer is it's a banana, as 25% of you said. Again, Graham's good twin knew that one. One of Graham's good twin. He's flying at the moment, or she's flying. I don't know who it is, but doing very well. So yeah, the beer round again. Victory hop sounds much better than it does, doesn't it, Jack? But there's no such thing. But you know, because you are Graham's good twin, I can only assume.
Spelled with an E, I'm definitely going.
Yeah, because especially because he's got the spelling right as well. Okay, next question coming up. Which beer brand recently changed its recipe to better replicate how it tastes in its home country? Is it Guinness, Newcastle Brown Ale, Stella Artois, or is it Asahi? So think about this one. So Guinness is all brewed in Ireland now, so it ain't now. Newcastle Brown Ale is horrible, so it isn't that. It
Good
is,
old bit of
it
Newcastle
is
Brown.
Asahi, as I don't think anyone got. Well, 2 people got. Well done. It's Asahi, yes. Recently changed the way it's brewed. Yeah, Guinness is all brewed. Clearly, the stream is that far behind, no one was listening to me. But Guinness is actually all brewed in Ireland now. So people who say it tastes different in Dublin, they're lying. It's the same drink.
It's just how it's travelled.
Stella is actually downgraded itself in the UK. So it's got worse. Newcastle Brown Ale is basically just brown lager now.
It's
There we
river
go.
water.
Which is the world's biggest beer brand as of 2020? Because this has changed quite recently, I think, but I'm not sure. Is it Snow, Bud Light, Siangto, or is it Carlin?
New Guinness storehouse opening in London.
There's a new Guinness storehouse opening in London, apparently, according to Sarah. So there you go. The answer is Snow, as one person got. Yeah, the biggest selling beer in the world is a Chinese beer called Snow. And I've never heard of it.
Covent Garden.
Okay, next question coming up. Then I will give you a top 10 before we enter the final 10 questions of this mammoth quiz. And it feels like I should be watching Gogglebox after this, but it's not Friday. Which of these is the oldest beer brand produced today? I'm not going to say the first 2 because I can't say them. Or is it Chimmy or is it Devel? Devel, oh, lovely. I don't know, Perrin, if it's only sold in China. I don't know, but I've never heard of it. But I did check that twice today, so I had no one moaning at me. It is that one, as 45% of you said. And I'm going to give you your top 10 now. In 10th is JC, in 9th is the Parent, is 8th is the Brutons, 7th is Deb, 6th is Nick and Ash for Glory, 5th Team Thrasher, slightly gone down the leaderboard, 4th the Wainfleet Herdmans with a Z, 3rd is the Marlers, 2nd is Tommy Tank, and 1st is Graham's Good Twin. Oh. Okay, so here is your final 10 question, and it is a question, 3 questions, 4, sorry, all about motorway service stations. Scratchwood Services is known as what now? Is it Donny North? South Mims. Oh, I love South Mims.
You love Donny
London
North.
Gateway, or is it Salt Ash? Is it Donny North, South Mims, London Gateway, or Salt Ash? And Julian Thrasher is incredibly excited on the chat, as he should be. It's London Gateway, as 30% of you somehow knew. That the Scratchwood Services is now known as London Gateway. Yeah, so it's good that this is the last quiz of 2024, because some of the rounds tonight, I don't think anyone will be joining me ever again. So anyway, next question coming up. Which of these services has a licensed pub? Get me there. Is it Beaconsfield, Killington Lake, Charnock Richard, or is it Donny North?
That seems really counterintuitive because it's right now.
My wife threatened to leave me because of my obsession with supermarkets. I pleaded with her. Waitrose, I said. Waitrose, I said. Yeah, I get it. It's Beaconsfield. That's 25% of you said. I actually went to a services recently, just outside Alton Towers, which had a pub, but it wasn't really part of the services. One of the worst pubs I've ever been to. Flat lager and a terrible carvery dinner. Bizarre services. Nice to know you've been to Beaconsfield. I think I might have to go. I think you know more about service stations than me, which is quite worrying, Julian. Okay, next one. Which of these services is next to Stansted Airport? And I've put an emoji on there for no reason. Obviously, didn't mean to put that on. How weird. Is it Donny North? Is it Washington, Birchhanger Green, or is it Corley? Donny North, Washington, Birchhanger Green, or Corley? You know, service stations are great, aren't they? I don't think they get enough good publicity. It is Birchhanger Green, as 65% of you knew. Say that Stansted Airport services many times, says Paul. Okay, here's the last question on the motorway services round, and then I'll give you your top 10 before your last 6 questions. Because it's still, especially that, it's on 5 and 6 and 7. Oh my God, it's tight. Which is Richard Bournemouth's favourite service station? Yes, the classic Richard Bournemouth question is back out. Is it Alsby Cross, which is a great services to that? Ferry Bridge, absolutely banging. South Mims, amazing and lovely. Stayed there a couple of times, lovely place to stay. And or is it Donny North? So which is my favourite service station? Oh wow! Oh wow! That is a split answer. Clearly, I don't talk to you enough, all of you enough, about service stations. Of course, the brilliant Donny North, Doncaster North, and it's gone through many phases in its lifetime, but it's just hit its peak right about now. And when I get there, I know I'm halfway probably to where I want to go. Lovely toilets as well in there, good toilets, and it's got sinks in like a circle, which I like.
You do detour to go there, don't
It's and now this is instead of the chocolate round. So I've done lots of chocolate rounds. So I got asked to do a chocolate round, but I didn't do that. I did a sweet round instead. So Pontefract cakes are a true British classic, but in which county did they originate? Derbyshire, Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, or Leicestershire? You know where Pontefract is? This should be quite easy. It is Yorkshire. 78.9%. He said, right, I'm going to give you your top 10. In 10th is Deaving. In 9th is Paul from Skegness. 8th is Noddy. I think that's my mum. 7th is Nick and Ash for Glory. 6th is Deb. 5th are the Marlins, slightly off the pace. Joint second, the Waynfleet Herbans, Tommy Tank and Team Thrasher. 20 points ahead of them is Graham's Goods twin. I don't know who that is, but you are absolutely flying. But my goodness, it couldn't get closer for second. What was the again? I've put a strange emoji on this. I don't know what. What was the original? And this is an amazing question. The original Victorian name for Love Hearts, is it chatterboxes, sweet treats, conversation lozenges, or kind words? What was the original Victor? I didn't even know they were around in Victorian times. They're genuinely just sugar. Love Hearts. That's why I love them. And only 2 of you got it right because it is conversation lozenges. I mean, how good is that? Hey up, Gov. Gonna get a pack of conversation lozenges. What? I mean, what a snappy name. What should we call these sweets? I've got it. Conversation lozenges. Brilliant. I mean, geez. Marketing. Ridiculous.
Rolls off the tongue, that one.
Gloucester Services. Are they the ones that looks like Teletubby Land? I think it is. Which British sweets once ran an advertising campaign daring people not to chew? Is it Fruit Pastels, Fruitella, Opal Fruits, or Chewits? Jack Bartley says Parma Violets over Love Hearts. Yeah, Parma Violets, I like them because they taste like paracetamol. It's just horrible. Paracetamol that's been sprayed with perfume. Absolutely gross. It's Fruit Pastels at 68.4%, if you said. And don't give up. Graham's Good twin can still be caught with 3 questions left, because the last question is a double header. So it's still autoplay for. I would say interchangeable between probably 7th and 2nd. Probably about one person can catch first, though. Okay, next question coming up. Question 58. We all know of the unique taste of fruit salads, but what are the 2 fruits that make up the unique taste? So you've actually got 2 questions with 2 answers. This is massive. Is it lemon, strawberry, raspberry, or pineapple? So I need 2 here. A woman came up to Paul in a vegetarian restaurant and said she knew him, but he'd never seen her before. It's raspberry and pineapple. And I'm thinking Graham's Good twins probably got it now after that one. But between 2nd and 7th is anyone's game. Okay, question 59 coming up. Love a fruit pastel. Yes, I know.
It's changing all the time.
I know it is. I love rainbow drops. I like them because they look like horrible, aren't they? But genuinely brilliant as well. But how many colours are there of these uniquely tasting drops?
They are genuinely horrible.
They're like Rice Krispies with no milk on, but with sugar just actually embedded in them. So like Rice Krispies, but better.
They always taste stale.
Good.
They always do.
So how many colours of rainbow drops are there? There's only 4. Can you believe it? So in 10th is Vicky. 9th, the Brutons. 8th is Paul from Skegness. 7th is Nick
Pink,
and Ash for
purple,
Glory.
green, and
5th
yellow.
is Debs. 6th is Debs, sorry. 5th are the Marlers. 4th is Tommy Tank. 3rd, Team Thrasher. 2nd, Wayne Fleet Hermans. 1st, Graham's Good Twin. He's got it or she's got it. Between 2nd and 5th is probably interchangeable as we enter the final question, which is a 2-answer question. Which 2 racing drivers are having a disagreement here? Is it Alain Prost, Michael Schumacher, Nigel Mansell, Emerson Fittipaldi, or Ayrton Senna? So I need 2 answers here. Alain Prost, Michael Schumacher, Nigel Mansell, Emerson Fittipaldi, or Ayrton Senna. And that is
I'm
your
gonna
final
say
question.
The Herdmans were very fast on their fingers, but were
I
they
don't want to
fast
look.
enough?
I don't want
Were
to look.
they
I'm not
fast
looking. I'm
enough?
not looking. Yeah, of course, it was Alain Prost, Ayrton Senna after they crashed out on the first corner and their mammoth title challenge. So I'm going to give you your top 10, top 10 in 10 seconds time. Thank you all for joining me for what's been an incredibly long quiz. 20 still on the stream. Thank you for staying with me. Okay, so here is your top 10. In 10th is Noddy. I think that's my mum. I think for the first time, so now bear in mind, I've been doing these quizzes for 4.5 years. 4.5 years. That's the first time she's come in the top 10.
Jesus.
In
14th of
10th is Noddy. In 9th are the Brutons. In 8th is Paul from Skeg. This is incredibly tight this was. 7th is Deb. 6th are the Marlers, enjoying that Taylor Swift round, hopefully. 5th is Nick and Ash for Glory. He had a late surge. Well done, you. Team Thrasher just miss out. And long time top of the leaderboard, Tommy Tank, fell down to 3rd in the end with 201 points. The Wayne Fleet Hermans, last week's winner, with 210. Incredibly fast, finger fast work there. But in first, Graham's good twin, Graham. Now I don't know who that is. I think it's Jack Bartley. But we've got a new winner. It's Graham's good twin, Graham, with 227 points.
So your mum's admitted having help.
My mum's got help, but still, 10.
First time.
Top 10.
Shout out to Perrin.
Shout out to Perrin, 14th, well done. He's only halfway. 2 in a row says Paul. Yeah, I think you have come 8th twice in a row. It was tough, wasn't it? Jack Bartley is the winner. Jack Bartley, brand new winner of the quiz. And he moaned. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Vic. Vic's won the quiz. Holy crapperoonie, well done. So Graham's good twin is my sister Vic, all the way up in Yarm. Well done. There's no win, there's no prize, but well done. Respect is the best prize of all. So well done, 227 points. Obviously enjoyed the strange rounds. Obviously massive fans of Service Stations and Harry Potter.
And Taylor Swift.
That was happy to make a comeback into 5th. Yes, you did. Did very well. Yeah, surged up in the last. Demand prizes. Oh, well, no. But yeah, my mum, first time in the top 10 4.5 years. Well done. So Paul said he couldn't get any racing drivers, Harry Potter or Taylor Swift question. So surprise in the top 10. Well, yeah. I've got some random love hearts going on. Thank you. But anyway, I'm going now. But thank you for taking part in the quiz tonight. And I will see you in 2025. That sounds like too futuristic, 2025. And I think we're past Blade Runner now. So we should
the original ones, yeah.
it should be like robots and stuff around by now, but it's not. Disappointing, isn't it? Hello, Leah. How you doing? I'm going to have now my 3rd beer of the evening, which is a shrimps and bananas beer. I'm just letting it cool for a little bit longer. 20 people still watching me waffling on up for an hour and 9 minutes. You know, you've got Luke Littler on the darts tonight, so you should be tuning into that, really. But yeah, well done to Vic. Have a great evening, everyone. Have a great New Year's Eve. I will be frequenting the local establishment for a few beverages, and that is all. Nothing wild for me this New Year's Eve. I may see Jules Holland's Hootenanny or something of that ilk. But apart from that, have a
Major
wonderful,
Jules.
a wonderful New Year's Eve. Merry Christmas for the rest of the festive season. See the trees still up as it should be, and have a
Until
great
January
New
3rd.
Year's Eve. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for spending an hour and 10 minutes of your lives with me. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. And this might take a while because this computer won't end streams very quickly. So if you still see me just staring into a blank space, that's why.